NFL is here. NFL Week 1. It's exciting time. My favorite time of the year. You know, I love all sports, but NFL at the end of the day is definitely my favorite sport. Definitely one of my best sports that I handicap along with UFC. I just think I'm very well-rounded. However, NFL, I would say, is probably my best. It's what I've been handicapping the most. I've been probably betting on football since I was like 14 years old. So it's an exciting time for myself. I can't wait till the season starts this weekend. Sunday, any of my friends that watch this, you won't see me Sundays, Mondays, or Thursdays. So we'll plan around that schedule. Last year, guys, let's look at the last year record. 23-18. That's 70%. Okay, all documented on YouTube. I made a video every week, just like I'm going to do this year. A little different this year. I'll go over that in a minute. But yeah, 43-18. That's 70%. Playoffs 6-3. Super Bowl 2-0. We were on KC and the under, and props 69%. 50-23 on props, guys. That was documented on a website I was writing on, fakepigskin.com. Won't be writing there this year. However, I do thank them if they are watching for the opportunity to write there. Let's go over some things, some changes. It's a big difference this year, 2020. We all know how 2020 was, not just for sports, but for everybody in general. So I hope everyone's doing okay out there. Obviously, no fans. Now, there's limited fans in some places. Okay, I'll break it down here for you guys. So Miami has a max of 13,000 fans. This could change. This is so far, right? This could change. Colts max of apparently 2,500 fans. Jags 25% of capacity. Chiefs 16,000 fans. Yet, but apparently they will have. Just for the beginning, things could change. Apparently, Fauci saying, this fall is going to get worse. Hopefully, that's okay for NFL, but we'll see what happens there. So that's a little update there. Obviously, we know no preseason. No preseason, guys. That's a big deal as well. How are teams going to adapt to a no preseason? How are the offenses going to come out? Are they going to start slow? Coaching moves, even defense as well, missing plays, missing calls. That's going to be a big factor. And then COVID, is anyone going to get COVID? That you got to look at as well, right? So, if one player gets COVID on the team, he misses it, other guys could get it. And there goes the whole team, like what happened with Miami in baseball, right? So we could see that as well. So it's going to be a very interesting year. I hope everything goes smoothly. None of this comes in effect. We all know the bubble is a lot better because other sports had done the bubble a lot better. But MLB's kind of doing it. They've been good recently. Yeah, I know they started with some hesitation and some issues, but I think they've been pretty good recently. So I think it can be done if it's done the right way. This year, guys, I'm going to go over some things before we get into the games. I'm going to go over all the games, okay? Give you just some, leans, some things I like. I'll give out some free plays as well, but most of you guys do know now I do have a subscription service available. Super cheap. Go over to my website. It's systemsportscapping.com. Okay? You can also email me at systemsportscapping@gmail.com if you want some more information. Reach out to me on Twitter. Most of you guys have me on Twitter, systemcapping. If you want some more information on how to subscribe. But you're going to get all my best bets when you subscribe, all my prop plays. I can't give out props here, guys. So I moved over to my subscription service. Props come out on Saturday, right? Even Sunday morning. So I can't do a video then, they come out Saturday night, Sunday morning, how many people are gonna see it. So yes, I'll shoot some on Twitter sometimes, so look out for that. But all props will be sent over to my subscribers, as well as my best bets. Let's get right into it, starting with my boys, the Baltimore Ravens. It's moving, guys. It started at 8.5. I see 7.5, 7 out there. Over and under is 48.5 right now. I think it may move a bit. I think it has been moving a little bit, to be honest. Yeah, let's look at this. Yes, both of these games were fairly high scoring last year, right? Cleveland, remember they shocked Baltimore early at home, but then Baltimore ended up winning on the road. I think it's going to be a little different this year, guys. That no preseason, I think, is going to be a big deal early on for offenses. So I think they should start slow. However, looking at last year's numbers, obviously both teams scored against each other. Cleveland was able to stop the run a little bit. Cleveland was able to run on Baltimore. Baltimore looks to run the ball and kill the clock, right? I think they'll be able to get back to that against Cleveland. Cleveland's defense is better. It got a lot more solid, and I think they can take away the run, at least slow it down. But both teams can play defense, guys, right? It's not just Cleveland. Baltimore's up there, top 5 in defense. Yes, they did lose Thomas. They do have a whole new linebacking core for the most part, besides Fort, but they do have a couple young guys there and a couple young guys in the back. But their secondary, like their corners, are the best in the league. Peters and Humphrey, definitely at least they're up there, right? Maybe Gilmore's probably the best right now, but package-wise, Humphrey and Peters, and then Jimmy Smith is just randomly coming in as one of the top corners also when he's healthy. So yeah, like I said, the linebackers and safeties, a little bit of a question mark. So it's interesting to see how that progresses through the season. I think Chubb's gonna get a lot of work in this game. I think they're gonna run him a lot, mix in Hunt a bit as well. I don't know how much they trust Mayfield throwing down the ball down the middle here. I think Landry could be involved as well. So if you guys are picking this up as well, you're getting some prop looks as well. I mentioned Chubb, I mentioned Landry, even Hooper. I don't know how much Hooper is going to be involved right away, as he is a new tight end. So that will be interesting to see. But I think they should be able to target maybe the middle of the field a little bit. Now, Lamar Jackson has been working, obviously, on his pass game. I obviously watch all their training camp videos. Marquise Brown, watch out for him. Hollywood, he's put some weight on. Still looks crazy fast. They got some young guys in the draft to help a wide receiver. Still think they're missing that star wideout. We're hoping some guys step up like Boykins. Obviously, they got Snead there help in the middle. I do like Duvernay. He is a signing too. Porsche. They got some guys that think could help out. Personally, I think this line may be... I'm not going to be on this. It is a bit high, opening at 8.5. That's why you see 7.5 now. At 8.5, I probably would have leaned Cleveland. I won't be involved in this from this side standpoint. I would maybe look at the under as well if I think both teams would be running, but I don't have an official play here as of yet. Seattle versus Atlanta. This should be a fun one, guys, with some points. Both offenses can score and both teams allow points. Seattle will display their new toy at safety, Jamal Adams. Definitely excited about that. He was a huge addition for them, trying to get back when they lost Thomas. They needed a replacement for him, to be honest. A lot of people are high on Atlanta this year. A lot of people are high on them a lot of years, to be honest, but they never pan out. I feel like I hear that every year, though, with these guys, and they disappoint. No fans in Atlanta. Don't really see a huge, huge difference here of Seattle going to Atlanta besides just a road trip and, the flight. It's a tough one to call, guys. When I first look at this, and get my hunch and say, I'm going to take Seattle -2. Better team. I personally think they're the better team. A couple things I do like. Obviously for Seattle, they beefed up their rush, adding Carlos Hyde. I did mention Jamal Adams. And, Atlanta's did a few things as well. Gurley, like Gurley, he could bounce back here. Good chance to impress early against Seattle's not so good rush D. But Hyde and Carson, I like that dynamic. It's gonna make me a little bit dynamic duel there. Carson does get hurt a lot, so I like them bringing in Hyde just in case. One good thing one thing Atlanta did lose, which will affect him, is Trufant. They lost him at the corner. They didn't really have any corners to lose him. I don't know why they didn't re-sign him. Don't ask me, but they did draft a cornerback early. I think he's cornerback safety, DB. He's supposed to pan out well for them, but is he going to right away? I don't think so. So we'll see if he could be ready right away. See if he can replace Trufant, but I think that will be an issue. The other thing that scared me too: 70% of the public is on Seattle. That always scares me. The public does win. I wasn't able to get to a best bet with Seattle because of all this. So, like I said, I'll lean Seattle -2 because it's my gut feeling. But it's a tough one, guys. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the game. Lions and the Bears. Fun divisional matchup to open the year. 44.5 total. Right now you got Lions -3. Lions are trying to rebuild that awful D that had them at the bottom of the league for most of the year. They did bring in some guys, a new D coordinator as well, I think, which may help them, but I just can't be sold on the Lions. Besides, yes, Stafford is back. I do like Stafford. He did open up the year well. Galladay hasn't been playing in practice. You want to watch out for that as well. Could have been just a rest, but he does have a hamstring issue along with Amendola as well. Check that before game time. But yeah, I lean the Bears here with the points. They could sneak in there as well and beat Detroit. And total, don't really have a play on the total. Would lean the under though. Steelers-Giants. Steelers-Giants was the best bet for me. I got the number when it was high. I sent it out. So I won't go over too much of this, but it is the Monday Nighter. Steelers have Big Ben back, so that definitely is a positive. He may come out slow, though. Giants, we don't know, right? Did they get better? How will Barkley look this on the ball if they want any chance in this game? That's where Steelers have somewhat of a weakness. Still good rush D. Still under 4 yards per carry last year. But, does the Giants have enough? Is Jones going to be able to, try to pick apart the Steelers defense? I don't think so, especially early on with no preseason. It's going to be a good game. The line 6.5 right now. I think it's about right. I do have a best bet in this game. Patriots versus Miami. You got Patriots -6.5. I think the line's about right. I think Miami starting Fitzpatrick is better for Miami. Not in the long run, but maybe, for the beginning of the season, it's a smart move. How will New England look early on with Cam Newton at quarterback? Should be interesting. This defense isn't as good either as last year. Still a good defense. It's still solid up front, but they have lost some guys, right? Miami took a few of them as well. Miami has got better all around. They spent some money this offseason. They decided to go with Fitzpatrick, like I said. And, I'm obviously not high on Fitzpatrick, but if they want some wins early, it's the best way they can get them, right? I like Howard, the addition, our running back. Definitely beefs up their running game. So we'll see. We'll see how this game... I don't have an opinion on this game, to be honest, guys. You may want to look at the under, but I haven't bet this game. Buffalo -6.5 versus the Jets, total 39.5. Two teams going in opposite directions, in my opinion. This Buffalo team will battle, I think, for the divisional crown, and they could be... there could be a change at the top, personally, in my opinion. I think Buffalo could win this division. I think they can win this division. Jets D has been Slash losing Adams. Mosley's out as well, right? Those are the two studs guys. I don't know how they're going to really bounce back. They lost a lot of, they lost obviously Anderson. Who is Sam Darnold going to throw to? Why didn't they get him some help? I don't really understand. Bell hasn't looked good in practice and training camp, apparently, according to his notes. Allen has a new toy in Diggs. Everything's pointing to Buffalo. However, these guys, it's a divisional game. They may play close. If you look at last year, 17-16 and 13-6 were the scores, right? So if anything, under. I don't have a play here as of yet, though. Buffalo 6.5, I guess, but I wouldn't run to the window with that 6.5. I think Buffalo should win this game. I think it'd probably be low scoring, though. Vegas -3 versus Carolina. Not Oakland, Vegas. Vegas line's moving. It's probably going to go to 3.5, 4 by the game's close. If you like Vegas, get on them now. Carolina is a disaster. They're not going to be good this year. So we're going to see how that pans out with Carolina. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey, excited to watch. Can't wait to see him play. But all changes there. No Cam now. New coaching staff. How is it going to look? How's Teddy going to look as well? This is a game you don't want to get involved in my opinion. Right? If you want to play it, you're going to go Vegas. Right? But it's a tough call, but I lean the Raiders. Eagles and Washington, fun divisional game. It's Philly or nothing for me here. I think Washington's in trouble this year. No running back. How's Haskins going to look? I do like their main wide receiver, but we're going to have to see how that offense looks. They're just all over the place right now with the Redskins. Obviously, I do like their first overall pick, Chase Young. He's going to be able to factor in right away, I'm sure. But besides him, there's not too many bright spots here for this team. Philly, a little banged up. I'm not as high on Philly as other guys are. Who's their wide receivers, right? I like Sanders, yes, but he does get hurt. I think he's hurt going into this game, but he should play. It's nothing I'm excited about this game, Lean the under. But I haven't been, I'm not on this game as of right now. Indy -8. Indy -8 versus Jacksonville. You got the total 45. This Colts is being big up to win some games. And, a lot of people are talking about Indy to win these games. Have a good year, over 10 wins. I'm not too sure. What does Rivers have left? Yes, they upgraded their quarterback, Indy, but not by that much. I like their signing, obviously, Jonathan Taylor. Not signing, draft pick, I should say. Jacksonville's just a mess, right? All over the field, they're a mess. They traded guys away. They're trying to rebuild. Obviously, all their moves that they've made, giving away all their big-name guys. I don't love the 8, but I lean Indy here. I think under is the right side here as well. So I'll be on the under here for a free play for you guys. Green Bay versus Minnesota. Green Bay versus Minnesota total 45.5. We got mini -3. Obviously Green Bay beat them twice last year. I think Green Bay could go in there and win this game. Get them at plus money. Minnesota hasn't shown me that they got better over the offseason. Right? What did they do? They lose Diggs. I don't think they got better. I don't like betting on Kirk Cousins. No home fans in Minnesota. So I would lean Green Bay here. The points. Total, really no comment on the total. I think it went under both games last year, but I have no comment. Both teams should be running the ball in this one. Look for big games from both running backs. Chargers versus Bengals. I'm not going to go over this game. I have a couple best bets in this game. So I will not be going over this one. Not too much to talk about, to be honest. Besides Burrow. Look out for Burrow. First game. Maybe fun to catch him. Arizona versus San Fran. -7 San Fran. Total 48. This should be a fun one, guys. Arizona always plays good. Arizona covers versus San Francisco team a lot. And they seem to play them very well. This may be their best team they've had for a while as well. But how long will it take them? How long will it take them to get going? Should be an explosive offense. Obviously, adding Hopkins, excited about that. We've seen what Drake did last year. And does Murray get better? We got to see that as well. But San Francisco's D stays the same. It's still solid. I have really no opinion on this game. I think there'll be points here, but 48 already is high. Don't got an opinion here, guys. Tampa Bay versus New Orleans, minus 3.5. Total 49. I wish I got a drink before this. I don't have any water by me right now. I'll pan through it here. Tampa Bay versus New Orleans, minus 3.5. Total 49. It should be a fun one. Probably the game of the week. One of the games of the week. Probably the most exciting one on the schedule if you just look at it. Big divisional game. It's going to be an early game too, right? It may play effect on who wins this division. You would think you would see points in this one. However, it's dropping. Open at 49, see it at 47 now. I think maybe Brady will struggle early just because no preseason, new team. It's like I said, it is an important game, but how much could Brady be ready with this team? And I don't know. New Orleans does have a solid defense. It is upgraded. I think New Orleans should take this one at home. I don't love the line though, so I'm not going to bet it as of right now. I will watch it though, see if it gets down to 3. Cowboys minus 3 versus Rams. I think it just moved to 2.5, guys. To be honest, I am filming this Thursday night. Total 51.5. It is a Sunday nighter. I think Cowboys one of the best teams on paper, right? They should come out strong. They should be able to beat the Rams. I don't think the Rams are that great, to be honest. So I would lean Cowboys here, but it looks like Rams money is coming in. I think there should be points as well, right? I don't love 51. I don't like betting 51 over, especially I don't like betting overs, during this year on week 1. So it's not going to be an official play for me. I would look at the under though. Cowboys, I think should win this game. The line movements scare me a little bit. I don't have a play as of right now though. And Titans. So I went over the other Monday nighter a little early there. I had the best bet in the Pittsburgh. This is the other Monday nighter. Titans. Denver opened. The Titans moved. Denver opened as a 1-point favorite. Now it's Titans 2.5. Total 41. Or maybe a slight lean to the under. I think there'll be a lot of running here. Denver, Sutton, I don't think will be playing as well. So I do understand that move to 2.5. A lot of people were pounding Titans when they were plus money. So it makes sense. I think Denver's going to have a good year, though. Sutton could be a loss, though. I think their running back core is very solid with Gordon, Lindsey, and Freeman. This number, like I said, if that number moved to 3.5 or 3, you may want to look at Denver. Just because, yes, they do have the home field. And this is where home field plays in. It's in Denver. It's the high altitude. This is where I think it matters. So, if it starts moving around game time, this is a game you want to wait. Unless if you really like Tennessee, jump on it now. But if you don't, wait. See if it moves to Denver and see what the total does. No opinion, no big opinion on this one, but I would lean Titans minus 2.5. All right, guys, that is the first video. I broke it down here for you guys. Like I said, a little crazy right now with the subscription service, getting all ready for the NFL, my UFC videos, and I need water at the same time. It's a lot of games to go over, but I'm going to go over all the games for you guys all year, keep you guys engaged. Hopefully you guys like the video. Please subscribe, comment, give me a shout on Twitter, any comments, anything. Let me know. Check out my website, systemsportscapping.com. Feel free to email me, systemsportscapping@gmail.com. All right, guys, enjoy it. Week 1's here. NFL is here. Let's profit. Let's all win together. Like I always say, bet smart and know your limits. Take care.